Let's don't let a good thing die.
Nagod mo? Okay ba na ako? Sama na yun. Dapat ba na ako ba? Kulinti ba?
Do the people involved in the creation of AI believe that it's a spiritual entity, that it's more than a machine?
So this is talking $1 trillion question. They talk about creating artificial intelligence. The real question, the real thing we should be concerned about, are you creating an artificial intelligence or are you giving a body to a pre-existing intelligence that previously wasn't incarnated in the physical world? So, here's a quote from Turing. We shall not go any further into the nature of this oracle apart from saying that it cannot be a machine. What a lot of people are concerned about and what Silicon Valley is seemingly getting up to, okay, so a machine can't be aware of what it's doing. If there is such a thing as demons, angels, spirits, as Aleister Crowley called them, disincarnate intelligences.
Disincarnate meaning intelligence without a physical body.
Yeah, could we be creating a physical body for the demonic?
Computer world is taken over. Look at all these flashing. I'm gonna show you once they turn back. Look at that, guys. A lot of people think these are just paper ones and they're like this for a long time, but they're not. All of these prices have just changed in front of your eyes. You saw that.
Dynamic pricing needs to be illegal. This is insane. Look at what they're doing to us, man. Yo, what it do, my good people, and welcome back. In this episode right now, we got creepy TikToks that just might make you say, "Oh man, no way, you've got to be kidding me. What in the world?"
Here's what they're not telling you. NASA went dark. The government shut down. ESA gave us one image, a dot. But what about China? What about Russia and every other single space agency out there on Earth? They're all staying quiet. And when object from outside our solar system comes in, it should be the single biggest story in astronomy right now. So why is the entire world ignoring it? Unless they're not. Unless they're all watching and staying silent together.
The worst drink for your liver is not soda with high fructose corn syrup, and it's not even beer or wine. There's something that is way more deadly. Drinking this is the fastest way to destroy your liver. 2 shots per day will rapidly destroy your liver because your liver gets overwhelmed and has to break down and digest a toxic byproduct called acetaldehyde, which kills liver cells, causes inflammation, and overwhelms the liver's ability to regenerate. The worst drink for your liver is hard liquor.
Oh, thank God. For a minute there, I thought he was about to say coffee. I was about to say, what?
They got the robots in here. You know how Japan do. There's no more people. Are you serious? This is crazy. Hello? Didn't I tell y'all to reskill? Now the robots is here. They're already here. There she is. Taking your jobs.
Information displayed is correct. Press the enter button.
This is all automated, you guys. All automated. Look at this.
Please check the amount and put money in the deposit slot. If you are paying by credit card, press the credit button.
I'll tell you what it is. It's in Revelation 13, and it talks about in the future. John was given a vision of the future. Not John the disciple, not John the Baptist, John the disciple, yeah? He was given God showed him what was going to happen in the future, right? And he said, no man can buy or sell unless he takes the mark in his right hand or upon the forehead. Now this isn't the mark, but it's laying the foundations for it. They want everything cashless. They want everything digital, everything you do, everything you buy, everything. It's got to go through them. If you're not complying, then basically you're against the system and you'll be beheaded for it. This is what the Bible's teaching. Now people are starting to comply with what's happening. People are just walking around shopping. Of just like town is no different to what every other day. It's like nothing's happening.
Do you think the Bible foresaw Keir Starmer and digital ID?
When it comes to that digital ID, we all just need to come together and say, hell no.
The fastest way to read a human being is to keep one question in your head. That's going to show you the beginnings of understanding the mask that people wear, because everyone wears some kind of a mask. 99% of us have a mask. It is, what does this person want me to feel about them, and what do they want me to notice? So if I'm seeing somebody who's acting like he's posturing all the time, he's yelling, like just puffing his chest out, the mask is usually the opposite of what it's concealing. So I'm seeing a fearful little boy that's afraid of being hurt. So we wear these personas and these masks, cover up something.
You guys seen those TikTok videos where they throw water in the dam and it floats? Look at it, look at it. Look at that. Oh, that really does it. There you go, man. It's not, it's real. It's real. It's real.
There are no rules. That's what you got to understand. The only rule they play by is how do we maintain power? How do we keep our power? Whatever lie they have to tell, whatever law they have to break, doesn't matter as long as they keep their power. This whole idea that these people, for the most part, hate each other in Washington is not true. They say that shit on camera and then go sit in the bar and at restaurant and have dinner together. Nothing that these people say to us is true. Nothing they say to us is true. They are saying whatever they are saying to produce a result with us, okay? That's not the truth. The truth is the truth. We're being manipulated. We have to stop thinking that these people operate on the same moral standard that we do as citizens, because they do not. They have no problem taking everything you own, putting you in jail to keep their position in the power structure.
Yo, bravo, my dude. I agree. 95% of Congress needs to be removed for corruption. Get them out of here.
Candace Owen became obsessed with the theory that Bridget Macron is a biological man.
That's a man, baby. When you go back through history and look at a lot of these political people and their wives, they are suspiciously unattractive and manly.
Right.
I mean, to the point where it's like, how did we not notice before?
Don't bite.
Nice.
Don't bite me.
Show them to us.
Good job. You got it perfect.
Don't bite me, bro.
Poor guy, I'm sure that hurt. Dentists be doing all this, then they ask you how work's been lately.
This meat is bright red. That's because it's packaged with carbon monoxide and a few other gases, versus this meat is more of like a ruby red. This is kind of the color of meat. You do not want to eat carbon monoxide.
What is the probability that we are in a simulation?
People misunderstand this whole idea that we might be living in a simulation. We definitely are. If materialism is true, if you're just a brain in a skull, then everything you see and feel is already a kind of simulated reality. Your brain isn't showing you the world as it is. It's generating an internal model based on electrical signals. Sure, that model correlates with whatever's out there because it keeps you from getting hit by a bus, but it's not reality itself. So the real question isn't, are we in a simulation? The real question is, are you ready to take the red pill?
We are finna experience our first civil war ever. I know we all heard about it in school, but now we about to go through one too? Nah, fool. I can't be the only one looking at this shit like, bruh, how the fuck is this possible? Did you really think you would see a civil war in your lifetime? I'm not gonna lie, y'all. That's a lot of things I thought I wouldn't see in my lifetime. But it's happening. The Texas National Guards just pulled up in Illinois, y'all. Strapped up, boots on, backpack ready, locked and loaded. So you got the government saying, oh, it's just a deployment. But the people in Illinois is like, nah, no, it's not, fool. We didn't tell y'all to come your ass over here. Y'all just pulled up because Donald Trump said y'all could. This is an invasion. We don't want y'all over here. How the hell is this possible? You got military trucks pulling up. You got American soldiers on one side from another state, and then you got American soldiers from another state on another side. What? The Illinois governor is saying the same thing the California governor said. This is unconstitutional. This is not right, fool. You don't gotta take my word. Go look at the videos. You can see the tension. This shit crazy, fool. You had one video where the Chicago PD were getting treated like civilians. They were getting maced in the face. I just can't believe certain shit like this is happening on U.S. soil.
People need to wake up and realize their main goal is to keep us divided. If we start a civil war and fight each other, that will just give them exactly what they want.
We're bringing down prices a lot. We're bringing down grocery prices, but the big thing is energy. When you bring down energy, everything comes down. And the energy prices are way down. I see we're down to about $61 now a barrel. And what gasoline's going to be, I think gasoline is going to be below $2 at some point in the pretty near future. It's very low, much lower than it was under Sleepy Joe.
If you weren't aware, not this neighborhood, this lifetime is actually hell. You're in hell. This is why everybody thinks this is a simulation. This is hell. We live in hell. And you can be in heaven here within hell if you overcome everything before you die. But this is hell. Whatever you did to end up here, I must have done whatever it was too, because Earth is actually hell.
I don't know about hell. I feel like it's more like purgatory, but one thing's for sure. It's definitely a prison planet.
If you think it's possible that 9/11 was an inside operation on American citizens, wait until you learn about the cloud seeding operation that took place 2 days before the Texas floods. On 4th of July weekend, 2025, flash flooding destroyed Texas communities and killed 135 people. On July 2nd, 2025, 2 days before the floods, seeding operations took place over Karnes County, which is about 130 miles southeast of the flood-impacted Kerr County, which in terms of weather is extremely close. Cloud seeding is a weather modification technique that injects particles such as silver iodine into existing clouds to stimulate rain or snowfall. These particles attract water, eventually becoming heavy enough to fall as rain or snow. Unfortunately, this isn't the first time cloud seeding has been linked to severe flooding. In April 2024, cloud seeding took place before the insane flooding that crippled the city of Dubai. Also been linked to the storms in this city during the Olympics. Skeptics claim that cloud seeding doesn't produce enough rain to cause catastrophic flooding. Others argue that they're downplaying the contribution. After all, since the Texas disaster, cloud seeding operations have been suspended. And to make the situation even worse, silver iodine is highly toxic, and exposure can result in nausea, vomiting, skin irritations, and respiratory problems. Over half of America implements cloud seeding, which means it's likely that most of us, at some point, have experienced storms or contact with cloud seeding chemicals.
Boost Mobile still in business because of prisoners. They would do the unlimited plan, which aren't linked to you or traceable, and guys would pop the battery out and they would convert the MP3 player, a little SanDisk that they sold on commissary, into a charger where the battery plugs in one of those fluorescent lights, or you would plug it in at the computers because we had computers to email on. This is why they didn't have iPhones, because you can't take the battery out of an iPhone. Guys would make little pouches in their pants pockets, so if the guards patted you down, they would think it's just like your junk right there and not the actual phone.
Many people, they drink water because they think they're supposed to, and they're actually harming their performance. I don't drink water without salt or minerals in it, ever. And it means I need less water, and it means my brain works all the time. But if I drink 2 big glasses of water with no electrolyte in it, I can feel a difference in my performance. My body's like, you bastard, you just diluted all the salt in my cells, and we're essentially salt batteries.
Is it true that diaper companies funded research to delay potty training?
Yes. It's called the Pampers Institute. My stepmom became a nurse a couple dozen years ago, and her medical text said that they don't have sphincter control till they're 18 months old. I've helped over 1 million babies do this, okay? I have seen it with my own 6 kids. Babies are born with sphincter control. They will hold it till you get the diaper off. They're born with it. I met this guy, and he worked for Pampers for like 30 years. And he was like, Brazelton, the one who did that study, was the head of the Pampers Institute, and that they did heavily influence the medical texts. They worked together. They continue to work together today. Your pediatrician will tell you, you need to wait till your child says they're ready to potty train. Where did all these messages come from? You follow the money. They came from those big companies.
I don't know about you, but I am so sick of this corporate greed. Every company we have to buy anything from seems to be corrupt.
Yo, what the fuck?
It's meta, bro. I'm telling you, it's that
It's
AI
meta,
shit.
bro.
It's meta. It's that meta shit.
Dude, we
From
found
the
out
internet.
that Rosa Parks sued Outkast.
For the song.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was
and
alive?
that's what I said.
Oh, you guys don't know about
When
the
was
Black
that
Twitter
shit?
thing?
I know Black Twitter
When did
exists.
that happen?
That's
You didn't know
it.
about the Rosa Parks thing?
Uh-uh.
Oh, they were going crazy because they found out Rosa Parks' husband has a car.
Oh.
So
Why
there
was
was
she on
hella
the bus?
memes about it. See, that's the shit that you don't get on your
I didn't know
algorithm.
she was alive in 2005. She died in 2005. That's crazy.
That's wild.
Soylent Green from 1973. It's just a movie, right? Not gonna ruin the plot for you. Go ahead and watch it. But even this, they'll do anything to get what they need. And they need Soylent Green. Here's where it gets really interesting. So I did a little digging, no pun intended, on the Funeral Consumers Alliance and found green burial and environmentally friendly choices. There are 2 new forms of eco burial services, and the one is freeze drying the body to minus 190 degrees Celsius, goes through a process. At the end of it, it comes out as plant food. So if they're turning it into plant food, and it's reduced to a carbon-like substance, interesting. It's just a knockoff from the movie. It's not actually anything.
They say this was an accident, but when a military plant blows up overnight, how is that an accident? I'm confused. Do y'all notice every time something big go down, the people that you're supposed to hear talk the most be the most silent? I be trying to understand, like, why y'all niggas not talking now? This explosion was not just a random accident. I don't care what they talking about. Look at this shit. This happened at the Accurate Energetic System, a plant that happens to make explosives for the U.S. military, y'all. Now, multiple people is presumed unalive, and 19 other people is missing. They said this blast was so powerful that first responders couldn't even go into the building. That's crazy, fool. And here's where it get weird, y'all. They said a secondary explosion went off long after the first one, like it was something in there they didn't want to get found. So they're calling it a workplace accident. So why do they have the ATF there and all these other law enforcement there locking down the area? You ask me, if this was just a factory fire like they say, it wouldn't feel this controlled or wouldn't feel this quiet. Sometimes it's not about what they tell you happened. It's about what they'll never admit that really happened. Let me know how y'all feel about this down below in the comments.
Damn, that's wild. I hate to say it, guys, but I feel like America is under attack, and it's being kept on the low, too.
Here's some information for you. You want to know where that power comes from? When you charge your phone, when you use the power in your house, whenever you charge your Tesla or whatever, I'm about to show you. It comes from this right here. This is the internal of a gas turbine. It actually runs off of diesel. You got a combustion chamber that fires off, spins this, which in turn turns the generator to generate your power. This right here is $30 million. That's right, $30 million. I just bought a new one. I'm not lying to you. So yeah, this is where your power comes from. This plant was down for 4 days. They had to buy power from another power company. You know how much it cost them for 4 days? $110 million for 4 days worth of power from another power company. So yeah, it's expensive.
Another myth that's being overturned is that humans do regenerate. We just regenerate slowly. We can't grow back an arm or a leg or a tail, but we can actually grow back our liver. We can grow back our lungs. We can even grow back parts of our brain, which is really, really amazing. And definitely we grow back our nerves.
I love how he's just standing on the truck like, well, they're going to come out at some point.
How many of you knew that a typhoon hit Alaska? It had Category 4 hurricane type winds and destroyed several Alaskan native villages. People woke up to their homes floating down the river, and nobody's talking about it. Right now, a couple of sources are saying that at least 20 people are unaccounted for, but it could be way more considering not much is being pushed out there about what's happening in Alaska right now. Supposedly help is on the way, but with FEMA being defunded and the National Guard being used to invade cities, rescue efforts are very slim. People are stuck in their homes floating down rivers, going into the Bering Sea. Entire villages wiped out. Please spread the word and let people know what is happening in Alaska.
Feels like some people in the world, like some dark and powerful people, know what's going on and they're not telling the rest of us. I don't know if I'm the only person that's feeling that. It always feels like there's something bigger and eviler in the distance hiding behind something that's kind of laughing a little. And this just felt like the pinnacle of the horn of whatever creature that is, kind of.
Yo, that's probably how pumpkin spice lattes are made.
People take ketamine and they all have the same vision. When they do this drug, they all get the same idea, which is that the machines are coming together, they're evolving to eventually take over, and that we are hanging ourselves with the rope we're currently building by building this. It's a little weird that different people from different places, different countries, different life experiences would take a drug and have the same kind of vision. Totally, that can't be organic. The fact that people are taking these drugs and they're very powerful and they work in tech and they are getting the same ideas, the same fears. They think that in some cases they're talking to the same entities. Like ancient sacred art has the same images. Right. Created on different continents at different periods. They couldn't have had contact with each other, so why are they drawing the same Birdman or the same purse? Because they're seeing the same visions, which suggests that those visions are real.
We're reliving the Bible right now. Each and every last one of us are characters in God's movie.
Wow.
And he's the director.
Wow.
It's his script. It's his play. He say cut. He say action. He cut the lights out on the he cut the lights on.
I don't think Charlie deserved to die, though.
I don't think nobody deserved to die. I don't think nobody deserved to die. But Charlie ain't hurt nobody. I don't believe. Well, I don't want to get into the conspiracy shit. But when you look at what done happened since his death, with different things that have been signed into law and things like that, you almost think that he was sacrificed.
Set up.
Yeah, he was sacrificed. Yeah, he was sacrificed.
You feel like that kid,
for the greater good of America.
You feel like that kid was in it on his own, or it was a team?
That was a team. Just like we saw him climbing down, somebody else saw him too. Who looking at the camera that saw him walk up there and climb down after the shot? How did that 71-year-old man know that that was going to happen to jump up and say, hey, goddamn it, I'm the one that did it? only for them to find child porn in his phone. He know he got child porn in his phone, and he finna jump up at a shooting like this. Homie, if we can see it, it's not real. If they let us see it on television, it's a smoke screen. From the 9/11 planes flying in, homie, they didn't let us see when it hit the Pentagon. They let us see it running to they let us see George Floyd.
Especially in today's time with AI taking over, you have to see it with your own eyes to know if something's real. But then again, even our own eyes can play tricks on us, so be extra careful. Oh my god, what in the world?
The difference between the water in the day and the water in the night is huge. The water in the day is beautiful. It's blue, and you see dolphins, and you see seagulls everywhere. It's incredible. At night, it's a black monster. Like, there is billions and trillions of gallons of water out there. All it takes is the earth just having this one little shift of the tectonic plates, and a fucking wave is coming.
How you going, Rog? Bit wet after a bit of rain, mate. Hey. Boy, it's alright. I'm getting out of your territory, don't worry. I'm going.
Why do they stand there like security at a nightclub waiting to check ID? Hey, big dog, I'm gonna have to see some ID before you get up in here.
You want a clear sign society is collapsing.
My wife and I have been living in our car for 50 days now.
Hey, I'm homeless. I live in my car.
I don't pay any rent. I live in my car.
I live in my 2006 Honda Accord.
Single minimum wage workers are now living in cars, tents, and mobile homes. Today, in the so-called wealthy Western world, people aren't buying homes. They're not even renting. They're sleeping in their cars. They're living in their vans and their tents pitched behind department stores. All because of the price of simply existing. And these aren't the jobless or the lazy. Many of them work full time.
In a camper van in central London while working full time.
Both had work today, so we got up and started our morning routine.
They're doing everything right by society standards, but still can't afford a roof. Because when rent takes up 60 to 80% of your paycheck, and when groceries and fuel prices rise beyond control, you're forced to move to the only affordable options you have, like a car, a van, or a tent. In Los Angeles, whole streets are lined with RVs. In Australia, families live in vans by the beach because rent is impossible there. In the UK, van dwellers are the new normal, hiding from council fines and moving around. It's just something they have to do. And in cities everywhere, there's a sort of silent migration. People are trading bedrooms for back seats. The problem here is they told us that if we worked hard enough, we'd own a home. That was the dream, wasn't it? The foundation of a good life. But somewhere along the line, the dream was sold to the highest bidder. The system that promised stability failed us all. Investors buy 10 homes while entire generations can't afford one. Leaders talk about housing affordability like it's some mystery, but it's not. We built economies on debt, greed, and profit, and now people are paying for it with their dignity. Home ownership used to be the dream. Now, just having a home, any home, is becoming a privilege. What we thought was the land of opportunity in the West is a castle made of sand, and the tide is coming in.
Trust me, they'll manage to find a way to tax people living in their cars soon enough. Capitalism will be the death of us all.